Packer the Naturopath. Thanks for coming back. Here's an interesting question from a subscriber. What do you recommend for women who are pregnant and nursing and can't benefit from the assistance of Candida products? Given that we might be nursing for a year or more after giving birth, this means that it could be years of suffering until it is the ideal time to start treatment. Well, you don't have to wait for years. And even if you're nursing, you don't have to wait. But you shouldn't really be taking any kind of supplements, in my opinion, professional opinion, and if you're nursing or you're pregnant. Because really you need to be focusing on lifestyle and diet primarily, which you should be doing anyway if you're not pregnant or nursing. But if you eat the right kind of foods and you have the right kind of lifestyle, now this is a key one, because I've always find that many women who are pregnant or nursing are under high stress. And that is how you shoot yourself in the foot nutritionally and health-wise, because the stress can really affect your hormone levels, your mental health levels, your sleep, your energy. Everything can be affected by stress. That, to me, is the number one pill to take when you're pregnant or when you're feeding. It's called the chill pill. All right. Now, you're going to say, this guy's an idiot. Let's just turn this video off and go to a fluffy cat video or something. You're welcome to do that. But eating the best quality foods during pregnancy is paramount. I shouldn't have to spell out a whole list of foods to avoid and a whole list of foods to eat during pregnancy, because you should know those. You should be having that kind of advice from the right kind of healthcare professional anyway. So you shouldn't have to have a tremendous amount of suffering during nursing. If you do, you need to talk to a lactation consultant or to the midwife or a doctor about why you're suffering so bad during the nursing stage or pregnancy stage, because something's clearly not right. The best way to treat a yeast problem internally, of course, is after the breastfeeding, or the nursing, I should say. Vaginal treatments can be used at any stage with caution and judiciously. You can use a vaginal treatment, vaginal cleansing, no problem. I've helped many women during all these stages of pregnancy and nursing with vaginal yeast infections. And if you're careful and cautious, know what you're doing, it's not really a big issue, especially if you're not feeding the yeast infection with ice creams and all these sort of foods. Some women actually use pregnancy as a reason to eat a lot more ice cream, saying they've got cravings and stuff. So that may be true, but a gallon of ice cream a day to me is just not really the right kind of food to eat, if you're pregnant, because that is going to make your life hell. So as again, eating the right kind of foods and avoiding excessive sugar intake will go a long way to alleviating suffering. So vaginal treatment isn't the issue here. If it's gut treatment, I would really say for you to wait until after you finish nursing. But light treatments are usually fine in the latter stages of nursing as the baby's being weaned. You can take different types of herbs like garlic and oregano in very small amounts and carefully without any issues at all. After all, my mother smoked 30 cigarettes a day during the whole pregnancy of me, and I'm not coughing that bad, am I? I mean, that's a stupid thing to say, but she did. I mean, in the 60s, this is what happened. And now people are really don't even want to walk near a passive smoker when they're pregnant. I can understand that. But the point I'm making is everything happens in time. So the best time to treat is after nursing. Even if you have to take a break from nursing. And the clever thing that I know some women do, for example, is to express and then freeze the breast milk and then use that frozen milk along with other formulas like goat's milk formula while they're undergoing a treatment. That's another option for you too. So the breast milk's then not producing things that you don't want it to produce. But I've never had an issue with mild treatments with patients, not using Candida products though. But more dietary treatment, herbal treatment. I found it quite successful with pregnancy and nursing. But if you want to do something more heavy duty, best to wait till you're finished. I hope that helps. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for the question.